take another spin, because avalanches are far too serious business for this broadcast. Keep digging, Tone.
I found something.
What did you find,
I
son?
found this really big box.
A really big box.
A really big box.
Buried beneath the floorboards. Oh, geez, what's in it? A beating heart?
It says.
Oh. Right.
I just didn't want that Edgar Allan Poe reference
pop
to go.
culture. I don't know
I mean,
if that's pop.
He's the work of Poe. He really put the Poe in Pope culture.
That's for sure. That's how he is remembered in Pope culture.
I made a reference to the Telltale Heart. Happy Halloween, folks. I wanted to just emphasize that the fact that I made this reference in case nobody got it. Tony, my son, who's made of wires. Say hi, Tony.
Hi.
He found a box underneath the
I found the
floorboards.
box. under the floor.
And I said, what's in it? A beating heart?
And I completely missed the reference, even though I've been reading nothing but Poe for the past, I don't know, week. Because
God.
I've been in a real spooky mood.
You've been reading nothing but Poe for a week.
I love it.
How's that got you feeling?
Spooky. I feel creeped out about every turn.
Everything could be a scary moment.
Everything could be a scary moment.
In Poe's world.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
In Poe's world.
It's hollow. Anywho, enough about Edgar Allan Poe. Pop Culture Corner is over.
Sealed and shut under the floorboard.
It goes down smooth. Real smooth cake. The icing is smooth and tastes good. With a hint of chocolate. A hint of chocolate? Oh yeah, it's like cookies and cream. That classic taste, that classic flavor palette. Classic cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. Oh, it reminds me of home. Oh, Britt, how are we gonna get out of this? We were fooled again by those robot birds trying to get us to eat the cake. Ugh, it was a robot cake. No, it was a robot cake and it's walking away. It's laughing at us. It's
I'm a cake and I'm leaving. Bye.
God, this is the second time this has happened. It's the second rude cake we've encountered. It's it's like it didn't have to be mean about it. It's like, what do you gain from being such an asshole?
Well, hey, you're the ones that took a bite out of me. You expect me to be all nice and icing?
Well, yeah.
You think it's all nice and icing to be a cake and be eaten day in and day out?
But you're a robot cake. That's what you were made to do. You just get eaten and...
Just because I was created to be eaten doesn't mean I don't have thoughts and feelings. You know? You ever consider that, you punks?
I mean, honestly, no. He's got a good point. I'm feeling much more sympathetic to the 7-layer cake now. I feel... I think he's a fully fleshed out character who deserves its own series in primetime television, with Netflix, and you'd binge watch The Cake.
It's a limited series, but you can watch it all in one sitting, and it's like a big movie.
Exactly.
I'm full to the brim, so to speak.
Full to the brim. Full to the brim, you say?
Yes, a full to the brim. But with stories.
With stories.
7 layers, 7 episodes coming to Netflix.
It's coming to Netflix. Oh, man. That's another reason I want to go home. I want to watch this show about this 7-layer cake getting eaten, but he's actually a robot. Dude, how did you even work out a distribution deal with Netflix?
I'll tell you, the librarian's got a lot of connections in a lot of dimensions.
Hey, I got an idea, show. What, Brad? You should try to get our show on the distribution network that the librarian is, because then maybe someone will hear it and then call us, and then send a rocket to pick us up so that we can film in like a studio. Yeah. Not only are we trying to get off the planet, we're also trying to get a TV show adaptation made of our wild madcap adventures. On any kind of streaming service. Netflix, Jubu, Crumble, Crumble, Dig? Or Dig?
Yeah, it's become our new home. But sometimes even your own house is a scary place. But a shirt's a shirt.
A t-shirt, huh? Let's go look at it. Does that look like a real t-shirt to you? I can't wear this out. I can't wear this out.
Out to where? Where are you trying to go to?
The nightclub.
Where you can meet other teens?
Yeah. I want to meet other teens. Other people other than you two.
You know,
because I live in this house all the time and I never leave.
If you want to meet other teens, a t-shirt made of hair is something I would call a conversation piece. When I was your age, I used to wear mama's hair shirts everywhere. I used to go into town and they'd say, "There comes one of those folks, the bad ilk, Jorbson family." indulge the fig
Indulge the
in
fig in the
you.
Newton.
Isaac Newton sat under a tree, yeah?
Yeah. Oh no.
Then from out of that tree fell not an apple, but a fig.
A big fig.
The biggest fig Isaac Newton had ever seen.
Yeah, the biggest one in the bunch.
And he looked at all the other figs in the bunch and he was like, run, 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 run.
But he was like, this one is the one for me.
Come here, fig, he said.
Come here, fig.
Get in here, he said.
Get in here, figgy.
And he put it in his mouth and he chewed on it a little bit.
That is so delicious.
And then he swallowed it.
Oh man, that's going down easy peasy.
You know what else goes down? Gravity.
It's gravity that's sending that fig into my gullet.
And then it's a shot of some guy in an Isaac Newton costume, like with his arms folded, looking at you, doing like one of those like DreamWorks faces where they're like,
No way.
yeah, okay, buddy. I don't think so.
And I'm like,
Fig Newton.
yeah, Fig Newton, baby.
So Fig Newton, you can have that commercial on the house for free.
Son, you're just stapling all those staples into one poster. You can't possibly need to put all those staples into one poster.
I just want to make sure people see it. I don't like for you to see me like this, but I miss Britt.
You're so upset about Britt. I think he'll come back soon. We will meet him again.
I sure hope so.
My optimistic is blowing through the roofs.
I'm just gonna keep stapling.
You're just stapling that one poster. Giving it a little staple frame there.
Oi, neighbor.
Yes.
Hey, neighbor, that's an awful lot of staples for one poster you got there.
Well, that's what I was telling him.
Shut up. Both of you, shut up.
Hey, Mr. What's your name?
My name's Richard.
Hey, Richard. How you doing, Richard? Do you like this little small town that you seem to live in?
I was gonna say, I sure do live in this small town, and my name
It sure is small. What's so funny, Richard?
I just, I thought of a naughty limerick.
Oh, tell it to me.
There once was a man from Kentucky.
Where's Kentucky?
Well, I've read about it in books.
Is it the book that says EARDH?
So you've read the Earth book as
The
well?
Earth book in the library in the sand dunes.
I mean, we all, in this town, we stay away from that library. But
Oh, we were there for so long we got stuck. And then it sunk into the ground.
And then it sunk into the ground.
It took the librarian with it.
That librarian was a pretty good boss. He was
Let's hear from Richard. How are you doing, Richard?
it's so much. I'm just
Son, you can cry on my shoulder.
I'm just gonna keep stapling it.
Stapling that one poster over and over and over.
It's therapeutic for me.
So, Richard, what do you know about that library?
well, that library in the desert was, it just appeared one day. And we don't need to talk. It was full of books, though. Most importantly of all, it was full of books. It was full of I was telling a dirty limerick.
Oh, yes, the limerick. Before I interrupted, because I didn't know what Kentucky was.
That's mighty fine, you 8-foot tall man of wires that I have no questions about because I live on a planet full of many strange things.
I appreciate you not making me feel like an outsider and just ignoring these physical differences that divide us.
I appreciate it too. He has a lot of trouble making friends and meeting people because people get so scared of him. I miss
It's
Brett.
gonna be okay, son. It's gonna be okay.
Jeez, buddy, it's listen to this hulking pile of wires. It's gonna be all right.
I'm a hulking pile of optimistic.
That's my boy, a hulking pile of optimistic. Actually, son, you could just let me do a few more staples.
It's almost covered in staples. You can't even read what it's saying. Oh, son, I think it's gonna be okay. What do you think, gentle neighbor?
That's me, Gentle Richard. That's
Gentle
what
Richard.
they call me around these parts.
Oh, gentle Richard, where do you work?
I work at the ice cream parlor
That's where we
downtown.
wanted to go.
That's where we wanted to go, Richard.
All right, that sounds mighty fine if you ask me.
Can we get in your ice cream truck that you drove up and then drive over there?
Why, absolutely. I mean, what is your relationship with this man, by the way?
Me?
Yes, you.
He's my father.
That's what I suspected.
Don't we look alike?
You sure do.
I'm blushing. So,
What?
tell me about your ice cream parlor.
Oh, we got all flavors. Pistachio, mint chocolate chip. But they're pretty easy to mix up. Did you ever order a pistachio ice cream instead of mint chocolate chip because you just pointed at the green?
No, I usually order tar flavored ice cream and I mix it up with the melted rubber flavored ice cream. 'Cause
We've got plenty of that.
tar flavored ice cream.
We got tar flavored ice cream. We got brick flavored ice
Do you
cream.
have melted electronica ice cream?
We've got.
Sean, you're bumping into stuff.
Where is Brett?
You're gonna be okay, Sean. Listen to Gentle Richard over here. Oh, yes. How you doing there, Sean? You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
How do you know? I'm gonna be fine.
After some ice cream.
But is Brett gonna be okay?
Let's go get some ice cream in this nice little village that we're in. There's enough stapling, son. You need to stop stapling that one poster over and over.
This poster's all I have. How else are we gonna find Brett?
Richard, please talk some sense into this man.
Now, Sean, I don't mean to, be judgmental with a stranger, but it does seem like there's an awful lot of staples in that one poster.
I mean, you can't even read it anymore, Richard.
So you're telling me I did a bad... Nobody will be able to read the posters, so nobody will even be able to... If they've even seen Brett, they won't be able to...
Son, there's more posters. We can put up more posters. We have so many more. I know what would be good is if we went with Richard here to the nice little ice cream shop.
You know what?
And we got ourselves some tar flavored ice cream.
Or some electronic flavored ice cream.
Flavored ice cream.
And you know what there, Sean?
What?
There's a big bulletin board right outside the ice cream parlor where the community updates each other with events and dog walking opportunities, babysitters, and nannies.
I'm real curious to see the ongoings in this small, nice town that we're in.
Just let me staple a little bit more. It's
Okay, just let him staple it out.
it's really helpful for me.
Just staple away, son. Staple away.
Now, Sean, there's plenty of room to staple at the ice cream parlor if you just, hop in the truck and we can head down.
Let's hop in the truck. I'm already in the truck.
What did I tell you about getting into cars with strangers?
That it's good. It's a good way of getting around town.
I mean, in a nice town such as this where nothing bad ever happens, it's fine to get in trucks of strange. I should know. I own one.
You put it up in this truck and started talking to us.
I sure did. Now, Sean, dry your eyes there, friend, and why don't you hop into this motorcade of mine?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Start it up.
just a few more staples.
Just a few more staples. It's okay. It's okay. We'll find Brit soon.
clock is ticking on evil. It's
Time police! Time police!
Who's that?
Time police. Time police.
Time police.
Oi.
Oi! We're the time police.
What?
We got a lot to say.
But at the same time,
Real cosmic.
there's a lot of other crimes that we gotta go deal with.
Oi, my favorite band is Pink Floyd.
Oi, I love.
David Gilmour.
I kind of preferred with Roger Waters.
Roger Waters.
Wait, who? Which
Sid
is the one?
Barrett.
We could talk about Pink. I don't want to talk about Pink.
Okay, we don't.
And I don't want to hear about
my
Pink Floyd.
favorite band.
Why are they your favorite band?
Cosmic.
don't
Oi,
mean
what
to-
makes you laugh?
I don't mean to laugh. It's just, isn't that a little like?
Oi, Bong, we could get him a
simplistic of
ticket just for not liking Pink Floyd.
Oi, the no Pink.
The Noid Pink Floyd
No,
ticket.
Pink Floyd. And just for the listener's discretion, I'd just like to explain that Pink Floyd was a rock and roll band out of Glastonbury in the 60s. People were doing drugs. Everything was this way and that. Every which way you looked. It was the summer of 69.
It was the summer, and we were in London.
We weren't.
listening to Pink Floyd.
We weren't time police yet. We didn't even live on this planet yet.
Yeah.
We were just a couple of young guys, just like you, wearing rhinestone bell-bottom pants,
Rhinestone bell bottom.
trying to have a good time.
Having a good time.
A good time, if you will.
Oi.
That's when Pink Floyd started. They walked into the room and they were just a wee bunch of
Yeah. Then they started playing this song called Time. And we were like, I was like, Bong,
John.
this song is amazing.
I've never had anything like it.
I think I should be involved with Time in some really insignificant way.
Fast forward about 5 or 10 years and we were in, police academy.
Yeah.
And we were blasting Pink Floyd in the dorms, and our commanding officer would come into our dorms and
That was the summer of 72.
this was the summer of 72. Our commanding officer would come into our bung's bunk, and he would say to the other boys that were in the room, "Oi, get out of the room!" And then he'd level with us. He'd say, "Boys,
Boys, yeah.
not only are you cops, but you also like Pink Floyd. A rarity.
And you know what that means.
You've got the right stuff."
To be time police.
And we said, "Time police?
Time police.
What do you mean, time?"
I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh, what? Oh, my God. In all my days, I've never. You guys sound like you're sort of making fun of British people. I know you guys don't. Oi! That's not very cool. Oi! What do you know about cool?
What you know about cool?
You're about to buy a pair of rhinestone bell-bottom pants, and you're about 40 years too late, you little idiot.
Yeah. You don't even have an iron-on pants. Iron on decal. Of David Glimmer's face on the side of it.
And then on the other leg, it's Roger Waters'
Roger
entire
Waters.
body.
His entire
It's his
body.
face and body just going down the side of your pants. And his boots become rhinestone boots.
Oi, and they got the prism with the rainbow coming out of it.
Oi.
Going into your bell-bottom pants.
For the listener,
listener.
this famous band, Pink Floyd,
This famous band.
maybe more famous than the band themselves, is the image of
Oi.
the prism.
The prism.
It's a little known secret, but that prism is the very portal to the dark side of the moon.
The dark side of the...
That part of the moon that no one dares adventure to.
Oi, but we've been there.
Oh, these cops are crying now. They
Oh,
seem so happy.
It was
Oh, They seem so sad.
Experience.
Oh, it brings me back. It brings me back to the ceremony where they were playing Pink Floyd for us. And
It gets me a wee bit.
they played our alma mater, but then after it, our commanding officer looked at us and winked and put on Money by Pink Floyd. And everybody else in the auditorium
They're
was like,
what is this?
What is this racket?
Right, it's a rocket.
What cops?
And then a man in a suit shook hands with a man in a suit on fire.
It was David Glimmer himself. He was our speaker at our graduation from Police Academy.
And all he said was, "Rock on time, police."
He walked down, he said, "Rock on time, police."
And that was it.
And then he
Caught
on fire and disappeared into. For the listener's discretion, there's also a Pink Floyd album cover, and Pink Floyd being this rock and roll band, Glastonbury from the 60s.
The summer of 60s.
They got this crazy album cover where there's two men in the street shaking their hands, right? Shaking hands, and one of them is on fire, you understand? I just wanted to be clear about the reference for the audience.
Not to be missed.
scared stiff. Oh yeah. Scared stiff. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Scared Stiff. This is Scared Stiff
with Jeff and I didn't introduce myself.
Jeff and Lancelot.
That's right.
Hell yeah, Lancelot. Yeah, this is good stuff. All right, Scared Stiff. What's on the ticket for Scared Stiff?
You were gonna tell them your life story.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear my life story. Alright.
Also, you're my alter ego.
Yeah, I'm all your alter ego, so I am the opposite of whatever you are.
Yeah.
So I was not born at the Knights of the Round Table because you are Lancelot. That's right, Lancelot. Pound it. Hell yes.
Dog.
Hell yes.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah. No.
I was gonna say maybe you could be born at the square table.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the opposite of being born?
What? We don't need to tell them factual things. We're just gonna make it up on the spot. Cause
We're ghosts.
yeah, we're bad ghosts.
Evil spirits.
Yeah, we're not even gonna tell you a linear path, timeline to whatever we did. Yeah.
I mean, we experience time in like something like a linear path, but every so often we just sort of teleport back to our old bodies. I relive. I don't want to go on and on about the JFK assassination.
Oh, but I want to talk about the 60s.
The 60s, man.
It was the summer of love.
It was the summer of love.
And that's when we were,
What?
And that's when we were, hanging out with the Doobie Brothers.
They could really burn them down.
Oh yes, yeah, they could burn him down to the bottom.
They'd rub their hands together and say, "Oh, we summoned the evil spirits. We're gonna take these tokes, the devil's lettuce, and we're gonna burn it flippantly. To summon the spirits.
Spirits are getting stoned. That's right.
We were only too happy to oblige.
That's all we did back then.
I feel like I'm cutting in on your story.
No,
Please
but
continue, Jeff.
my story has a lot to do with your story as well. They intersect and intertwine.
It was the summer
It
of
was the
69.
summer of 69.
I was a freshman at Demon University.
And I was just drifting around the U.S. in my bus. And I painted flowers all over it.
I loved that Volkswagen,
It was so good. It was so good.
Where do you think that Volkswagen is now, man?
Oh man, it's in a ditch, dude. That's where I left it.
What?
Yeah, man, one time I was so stoned and I just drove it into the side of the road and I got out mangled and scraped up, but I managed to hobble out of this burning car and I put my thumb up for a lift and I got a ride.
And that was back in the day, man, when you could hitchhike without worrying about some, like...
Hell yeah.
I don't want to say
Hell
anything
yeah.
disparaging about anything.
But like
ever.
now, I don't go hitchhiking anymore. I just hang out, you know.
At the beach.
At the beach,
When
man.
possible, but generally...
Yeah, I'm a beach possum.
He plays dead on the dunes.
Dead on the...
And people say,
Yeah.
man, your back is burning up. You want to flip over?
And no, I'm like, man, I'm a ghoul. It doesn't even matter.
We've got like 4 backs.
Yeah, there's like a million.
We just keep shedding backs.
Yeah, there's this 5... I've got... You can see all these backs.
Since we've started talking, we've each shed about 4 or 5 backs.
Backs and spleens. Just piling up there.
Spleens dripping out my belly button,
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Anyway, the summer of 69, like, let's go back to that age.
This is. I don't think it matters that. I kind of want to just sing Angel. 1, 2.
You're my darling angel. Closer than your peeps I am. Wait, I fucked it up. Girl, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Closer than my peeps you are to me. Baby,
Hey, is that a car pulling up
oh
over
my
there?
gosh! Oh my! Is that?